Hey, not bad. This elevator's pretty antiquated, but it got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Wow, look at that view. Pretty cool. And let's see, what's the name of that village down there? Whatville. How much you want to bet they put that on t-shirts and ceramic figurines? What's that guy slithering and slunking about up here for?
And they're hanging their stockings. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
You know, somehow something seems to be missing from those lines. Maybe he needs a narrator to help him out.
Hey you, what are you doing up here on my mountain?
In case you haven't heard, this is a national park. My sweetie and I like to celebrate Christmas by visiting places like this.
Why, you're one of those heathens who thinks it's okay to celebrate Jesus' birthday.
We're not big on celebrating, actually. I mean, we sure don't go to town like the people down in that village do with decorations and all that. But if that's what they feel like doing, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with it.
What do you mean there's nothing wrong with it? You don't realize the only time we see anyone's birthday celebrated in the Bible it's associated with evil events in Scripture?
Boy, that's an argument I wouldn't touch with a 39.5-foot pole. Look, the fact that we don't see birthdays celebrated in the Bible isn't at all surprising. And it isn't because birthdays were outlawed in Israel or were in some way considered evil. The reality is that unless you were a particularly wealthy or powerful person in the ancient world, you just didn't have a way to track time that closely. The most a typical peasant family like Mary, Joseph, and Jesus might remember is that a baby was born in late winter, or just after that guy in the next village bought the new goat. Now probably what you have in mind here are passages having to do with the Pharaoh of Egypt and King Herod. And yeah, powerful people like those two had the leisure and the means to track their birthdays. But this association of birthdays with evil events you're making? Sorry, you can puzzle 3 hours until your puzzler is sore, but just 2 examples to go by isn't much of a sampling. And in neither case does the evil that is done come about specifically because it's a birthday celebration. They come about because the person in question is a despotic tyrant. So maybe you could argue that the Bible only teaches that despotic tyrants shouldn't celebrate birthdays.
Oh yeah? Well, some early church authors said it was evil to celebrate birthdays.
Some, huh? Yeah, maybe one. The church father Origen made a big fuss about birthdays in a commentary he wrote on the book of Leviticus. But it was nothing more than the same illogical argument you just made about Herod and the Pharaoh.
Look you, December 25th was chosen as Jesus' birthday because it was also the birthday of certain pagan gods. Do you want to celebrate the birthday of pagan gods?
Oh, did you ever pick the wrong person to pull that one on, buddy? I've done extensive research on those pagan gods, and not one of them is ever recorded as having a birthday on December 25th. Only kooks believe that kind of stuff.
So are you saying that December 25th really was Jesus' birthday?
In the end, no, I'm not. But I am saying that it's no more or less likely than any other date, and that there's no reason not to observe it on December 25th if you feel like it. I mean, yeah, there were other views of when Jesus was born. Orthodox Christians celebrate on January 7th. Anyone who wants to make a switch can do it if they feel like it. Frankly, we've got more important things to worry about. And all this rap you bring up is just noise, noise, noise.
Well, I don't care what you say. Celebrating Jesus' birthday is evil, and that's something I can't stand in the least. I'm gonna put a stop to celebrating it right now if it's the last...
Looks to me like someone's brain is 2 sizes too small.